What's good everybody, my name is Rolling Boy. I'm gonna teach you how to hop into Crypto Raiders as quick as possible. I'm also gonna be sharing my thoughts on the current state of the game and the roadmap and show some gameplay as well. So let's get started. First, you gotta hop into cryptoraiders.xyz and click on the buy button. The reason why we're doing this is so that we can avoid fake links and other shady stuff. So once you click the buy button and OpenSea pops up, you can now purchase a raider. What if you don't have funds in your wallet yet? So there are 3 ways that I know of to move your funds to your wallet. The first way is to move your assets from the Ethereum mainnet to Polygon Layer 2. The second method includes a centralized exchange like Binance, where you withdraw your Matic to your wallet and then swap it to wrapped Ethereum using a decentralized exchange like SushiSwap. And lastly, if Polygon transfers on Binance is down, we will be using a cross-chain transfer called Expollinate. There are many chains to choose from, but personally, I like to use Binance Smart Chain. You can withdraw your USDT or USDC from Binance to your wallet, then simply transfer it to Polygon. Make sure though that you have enough funds to cover for the fees in the transfer process. After you've successfully transferred your assets onto the Polygon network, you can simply use SushiSwap once again and swap it to wrapped Ethereum. Once you have wrapped Ether in your wallet, you can now purchase a raider. So grab any raider you can afford, the higher the level the better, and you are finally ready to play. So here we are at the play website and we can see our raiders here. This one in particular is Senpai, and this is his equipment inventory where he gathered all the loot from all the dungeons he raided previously. Now we're gonna choose a dungeon to raid, and this is a limited edition dungeon called A Raider Carol that has been recorded back in December. As you can see, Senpai is walking around in the dungeon. You can't control the character as of now, but in the future, you will be able to control your character in the overworld and such. He's on the way to defeat the boss of this dungeon called, I believe, is the Ghost of the Future. And now, we're going toe-to-toe with the Ghost. And Senpai is kind of a vanilla character. That means he only has 2 options, which is attack and run away, because he doesn't have any runes of some sort or any skills. But later I'm going to show you someone with a skill. So we cleared the dungeon and Senpai just leveled up, and we can see here that I have allocated intelligence points. Maximum intelligence. Note that this no longer works anymore because stat points have been reworked. We are running a different raider this time, but still is a vanilla raider. That means, like I said earlier, no other options instead of attack and run away. But I'm gonna show you how intense can battles go. Okay, so he's about to reach the boss. And now, yeah, actually, he has a blind there, if you can see on the lower right. He has a blind rune, but blind rune is pretty useless, but that's gonna be fixed in the near future. But look at him go, just look at him go. So we got a critical hit and the enemy just critted us as well. And we almost dropped, but Avdol emerged victorious. Okay, now for our next raider, this particular raider is called Wise Old Man because, you know, old men are, I believe old men are the strongest, like in anime and everywhere. Anyway, I'm gonna show you why the old man is very powerful in a second. Okay, so old man obviously hits pretty hard the first time, and you see that, guys? That's the ice barrier rune that gives you a shield of some sort that can negate damage. And now, as you can see, old man is practically beating him down despite he's a lower level raider than among others. And there you go. So the last raider we're gonna see is named Aotsuki, and she has an Inflame rune, which is not a defensive rune, but this time it's more on the offense. And we're gonna show that any minute now. And here we go. Right off the bat, Aotsuki used an Inflame rune that deals damage per turn on the enemy, and as you can see guys, it's easy peasy despite Outski's level, and it's over just like that. Okay, so you guys might be wondering how to earn in this game. Well, there are two ways to get involved in Crypto Raiders at the moment. Actually 3, make that 3. The first one is through yield farming in the Raider Bank. So you can like stake single asset token, the Raider token that is equivalent to the Axis AXS. So right now, this is the price of Raider, 209 Philippine peso, and I don't know in dollars, maybe $4, something like that. It's going down like any other coin out there, but I don't mind really. I believe in this project. So yeah, aside from the single coin staking here, which yields you Aurum, which is the equivalent of SLP in Axie, and it's a utility token that has no supply cap. So that's basically Aurum. Yeah, that's it for the single coin staking. And down here, you can choose to stake assets as well in liquidity pool style. If you guys don't know how to stake in liquidity pools, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video on it. So anyway, these liquidity pools yields you Raider tokens, which is fixed on supply. That's why I think this is important. So right now, this is the DeFi aspect of the game, but still, it has some good rewards and will potentially lead to bigger rewards in the future based on the coin price, not financial advice. The second way to get involved in the game is of course owning a Raider character. So you have 5 missions every week and you can gather loot from the dungeons down here. And there is also an experimental endless dungeon as we speak, which will cost keys in the future. But right now it's on a like test phase, so you can try it again as much as you want. But yeah, you just raid dungeons. In return, you get loot. So the loot you get will have stats. You can low roll sometimes, you can high roll sometimes. And in the future, this loot could be traded in an in-game marketplace, which I believe most of your gains will come from, monetary speaking. So yeah, in the future, Aurum will also be rewarded in maybe defeating mobs or defeating dungeons, but I'm not quite sure about that yet. But yeah, the play to earn is gonna go live in the near future, few months after this video has been published. The value of your Raider increases as they level up and as they gain better gear in their inventory. So right now, the marketplace is not live like I said, but for instance, you got a rare item on your Raider, you can sell it on OpenSea significantly higher than the floor price because, you know, you got a rare item, of course. So yeah, that is where the value comes from leveling up your Raider and getting loot from your Raider. And we expect the play to earn to go live in a few months down the line, probably. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about is quests. So once you have completed your 5 weekly missions, you can stake your Raider. So it's like staking your character. It's gonna disappear on your OpenSea. While the Raider is staked, you gain passive income in a form of tokens. So it depends on what tokens you're gonna go for a quest. So for instance, this is Grimweed Herbs, and this one, Eye of the Newt. If you're gonna check the price of that as of this moment, you can see right here to the right, down here in materials. So Grimweed is 6.25 Aurum each, and Newt is like double the price of that basically. So yeah, that is the price of these materials. So yeah, once you stake your Raider, they'll go on questing for a while. There you go. So I got 8 Grimweed for that duration. Let's see how long we managed to. I staked the Raider, but this is what I got, so I ain't mad about that. And yeah, that should be it for the questing. Okay guys, you're not ready for this. So earlier in this video, I talked about the roadmap and the future of the game. And just look at this post from our community member Satoshi Nakamoto, aka @Satunk. So screen grabbed this from Discord from Excalibur, one of the devs, and it's pretty common knowledge already that CryptoRaiders is gonna have a Unity port in the future, and what that means is that we're gonna have web native, mobile, iOS, and whatever clients is there, and we're gonna have like cross-platform and overall better user experience. Yeah, here we go. Better graphic fidelity and better dungeons, including self-movement. So this is what we talked about earlier, taking different paths, like just like that. Slay the Spire style. So if you guys don't know Slay the Spire, there's like a map of some sort, and you get to choose where you want to go, left or right, or in the middle, something like that. So it affects your journey through the dungeons, and it gives some variety and diversity as well. So down here we got Final Fantasy style overworld, which is super dope. I'm so excited for this. I mean, just the idea of walking around Aram, that is the world of CryptoRaiders, is so exciting. We're also gonna have a fishing mini game, the in-game questing. Right now it's just like raid and just raid, and there are gonna be quests as well. In-game gathering, think RuneScape mining, etc. In other words, there's just many more things to do in the game. And then next we got skill trees and more gameplay depth. As you guys saw the gameplay, it's just a simple turn-based game with attack and maybe runes, which makes the game more enjoyable. But if you don't have any runes, well, it's kinda dull. But when skill trees come out, it's gonna be whack, guys. It's gonna be insane. So in-game social elements, we would love to see that. So guilds and friends lists. So guilds, as I am recording this video, is already out. So you can like start lending your raiders already to other people. And I believe guilds will be improved further down the line. And this is just the first iteration of guilds that we have right now. So more robust client and server architecture, more game feel, less Web3 jankiness. That's just the overall like feeling when you play the game. And currency bridge stays on the site, but game is decoupled. So I guess this is like for in-game purchases and the likes, just so you can publish it in Play Store or Apple Store, something like that. So yeah, I think that concludes my video. And again, guys, my name is Rolling Boy. If you want more CryptoRaiders content, please subscribe and let me know in the comments, guys, if you want more in-depth tutorials on the stuff I have mentioned. And I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Peace.